So I'm going to read something today from this book, but it's very interesting. I was having a discussion with my very kind patient here, Ellen, and I was inspired to read something from this book to her, The ABCs of Success by Dr. I think he's a doctor, Bob Proctor. I'm going to get to that in a second, but we were having an interesting discussion, and I will let her chime in. Essentially, it is about a mass seen on her liver, and then she came in today thinking she had a growing, worsening mass on her liver, but that was not the case, so I'll let you tell. In a blurb, what do you think we could learn from studying this morning's event?
What I can learn from it next time before I start worrying, I see Dr. Rucker, okay? That's my number one rule. The doctor literally told me that they found a new mass in a different section of my liver, 2.5 centimeters large, and I was flabbergasted, yeah? And I was not flabbergasted, I was totally worried. And that's when I saw Dr. Rucker. He looked at the screen, he went through my record, he explained everything to the point. It's not a new mass, it's an old mass, yeah? Which they overlooked apparently, that it was in a wrong section of my liver.
And ironically, when I first met you, they also overlooked
the biggest tumor.
A biggest tumor. It wasn't on the report.
And I thought it was gone. Yeah.
Twice. I guess lightning can strike twice. So without making it too complicated, I really appreciate you sharing this very simple thing that, I think it's important that physicians take the time to give individualized care to each patient, which means taking the time to look at studies and communicate with the patient, and that didn't take a whole lot of intelligence today to do that. So that's my point.
It took 10 minutes for you to show me that tumor was there all along.
So now, this is something I tried to teach you when I first met you, and I read this morning, and immediately I wanted to read it. So here it is. Here's your opportunity. It comes from this book, and the title of this chapter is The Devil's Most Prized Possession. The story goes that Satan was having a sale of his wares. There on display and offered for sale were the rapier of jealousy, the dagger of fear, and the strangling noose of hatred, each with its own high price. But standing alone on a purple pedestal was a worn and battered wedge. This was the devil's most prized possession, for with it alone he could stay in business. It was not for sale. It was the wedge of discouragement. Why do you suppose the devil valued so highly and actually would not sell the worn and battered wedge of discouragement? Makes you think, doesn't it? He prized discouragement because of its enfeebling, demoralizing effect. Hatred, fear, or jealousy may lead immature people to act unwisely, to fight, or to run, but at least they can act. Discouragement, on the other hand, hurts people more than any of these. It causes them to sit down, pity themselves, and do nothing. Okay, so I'm going to leave you all with what I thought was very important. So anyone fighting chronic diseases, cancers, remember, the devil's greatest tool is not for sale. He values it too much. That's discouragement.
Exactly. That is a very good lesson, I have to say. I know. I learned something this morning. Believe me, I did.
Okay. Thanks.